welcome to episode 32 of Gunpla Club, your home for all Gunpla-related content, chat, fun, kits, and some good Gunpla lads. I'm joined this week by, I should say who I am. I'm Ollie, I'm Chopemon, I'm hosting this week because our normal host is dying from the Rona. Sayem Ahmed is a very ill boy. How you feeling?
We delayed it 2 days, the recording, but it did nothing.
That's all it takes for the Rona to get out your system. Just a couple of days.
Yeah. I don't know who decided we should record 2 days after because, I don't know if you've noticed, but the world wasn't fine 2 days after. Jesus. No.
I'm also joined by William Potter.
Hello, everyone. I don't have the coronavirus.
Hooray!
Fuck you.
Yay.
To my knowledge, anyway.
And, as always, Callum Big Gun Gun.
That's me, Big Gun, also COVID-free since 1986.
How are you all doing, boys? How has it been since you last recorded?
It's been alright. It's been okay, but Chopemon, you weren't on last time. What were you up to?
I was releasing the first game of the studio I co-founded, Paradise Killer. And
Yes!
You know what? I think I've played that game.
Good. I'm glad someone has.
It's really good.
Thank you to all of you boys for all of your support and for playing the game and at least lying to me about you enjoying it. And thank you to anyone that was listening, any of our listeners that wish-listed it or bought it, because our wish lists beat the Avengers. So
Wow. That's insane.
Yeah, like wish lists,
Excellent.
like that is the key to having a good release on Steam. And the week of our release, we were above Avengers. So
In fairness, your game looked really good and Avengers looked crap. So
hooray!
I don't know how much I am disclosed to say about the Avengers and my involvement in it.
You play
But that
Scarlett
I
Johansson's
was
role.
paid to do some stuff with that game, and I told them it was bad. They did not listen.
I paid to be a motivational speaker, yeah?
Not sure if that's breaking
Team-building
NDA, but you know
exercise.
what? I don't think anyone from Square is listening. So,
They're going to send Captain America after you.
oh god.
Not again.
Okay, this week is a very special week because we are going to try something new on the podcast. This might be a podcast history first. We're going to try summoning a dead spirit into the podcast.
Oh my god.
I've got tingles.
I thought you said you've got a Tenga.
So did I.
I mean, we haven't got to Nuke It News yet, so
So, serious? Right, we're going to start a summoning ritual.
okay, let's hold hands.
I think he's in Paradise 25.
Well, I hope he's not been a bad boy.
We're holding hands through the internet. Discord can do that now.
It's the best way to hold hands.
us.
I can feel.
us.
What?
Join us.
Hollywood.
Join us. Join us.
Oh, he who has been resting.
That.
All right.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
hey, Sam.
Oh, it's
Here he
Sam
is.
Smith, everybody.
Sam
It's
Smith's
Sam
back.
Smith. He's not
it's
dead
alright.
anymore.
No, I'm very dead. How's life on the surface? I assume it's been a pretty uneventful year.
No, nothing's happened, man.
Yeah, just
Nothing.
coasting.
A few ups and downs, but nothing we can't handle.
Yeah.
I'd say you
cool.
dodged a bullet, mate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't
How have
dodge
you
the
been?
bullet. This is why he's dead.
That's a good point. Yeah. No, I've been busy. I've been building the perfect grade X here. You know,
Hey!
that kit I bought 2.5 years ago.
Yeah, how's that been?
Listen, if there's been one good thing about lockdown, it is that I finally got around to building the perfect grade X here.
Excellent.
So yeah, I mean, you can't fault my my work ethic, really. Yeah, it's magnificent.
Oh my god.
So let's start with what is the size of that box?
What's the biggest kit you guys have ever made?
MG.
Sazami Verkar.
Okay, so it might be the same size as the Sazabi box. Like it's similar. I haven't built the Verkar, but I built the old Master Grade Sazabi, which is like, crap. But the box for that is Mahusiv, and this is about the same size. But the box comes with a handy handle, a plastic handle for easy carrying and storage and all that.
Neat.
I got the one. I got the one with the LEDs in. I don't know if the regular one is like any smaller.
It should be about the same size because the LED box isn't that big.
It's just a little box, yeah. And I guess it comes with the base either way, right? So
yeah.
Because Sayem, you of course have got a naughty version of the PGX here, which you have been building.
I've finished the inner frame. Yeah.
Yes. So I will be very interested when you are done to compare and contrast and see how it matches up.
So something I had trouble with the Exia is the wiring. It's very fragile in mine, and I broke it and fucked it immediately. It's what was your experience of putting the armor on? Because you're sort of weaving wires and wedging them and stuff like that. So how was that on the official kit? Because I
wonder if maybe
horror and dread.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe the wires on the kind of bad boy version you got might be, I don't know, not as good, because they never felt like they were going to break. Like you do have to wind them around, like they go up through the base, and it's not just straight up. There's lots of twists and turns, and then as you're putting it through the frame itself, as you know, there's lots of bending it around bits and kind of feathering it through bits, and it's all quite complicated. But
I will say there is no other kit like it.
Yeah, it's
there is no other like
very
build
intricate
that you can have that is anywhere near this sort of level. I don't think.
It's very intricate, but I've had no issues with the LEDs. Certainly, I mean, I wasn't rough with them. I was gentle, I don't know.
Go on.
Yeah.
Are you there?
No. I was gentle like a man, building a perfect grade and attempting not to destroy it.
Something we can all relate to.
Yes. But yeah, no, the lighting system is fantastic. Honestly, it's well worth the £250 they charge for the LED kit. It's slight exaggeration. It's about what?
This is the man who won't buy a gaming PC. Everybody.
Priorities. I can't remember how much more the LED is. Like, what is it?
It's literally
like
100. Is £150 more?
It's not £150 more.
It's £150 more for the LEDs. Yeah.
No, it's not. No way.
I'm not joking.
No way.
Get out of my house.
No. Because I paid about £200 for this when it came out.
All right, I'm going to compare and contrast the PG Exia with the PG Exia LED model.
Yeah, it's definitely more than £200, Sam.
Okay.
Huh? It's
the
about
PG
£200.
Exia retails for 19,800 yen.
All right.
Without the LEDs.
All right.
With the LEDs, it retails for 35,200 yen.
Jesus. Okay. Well, shut my mouth.
The unit on Banzai Hobby here, the PG LED unit for Gundam Exia is 11,200 yen.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, it's cheaper because it's supposed to be 14,000. Apparently, I can't read or tell what crossed out numbers mean.
Maybe there's an LED shortage. I don't know.
I don't know how expensive they think LEDs are, but
I mean they are.
There's social distancing down the LED factory.
Yeah, they are pretty cool. There's like 3 different modes, right? So they can be all like blue and green, or they can be all like red, like Trans Am. And then there's a mode where it kind of cycles through them, so it kind of boots up, and then it's green and blue, and then it goes Trans Am. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, I like that mode the best. I think.
Is yours all working now then? Because I know you got another set of LEDs. Yeah.
But basically, because my the mold in my kit isn't quite as sharp.
Yeah.
There was a pinch in the plastic, and that actually sheared the wire like straight through when I put both pieces together. And I tried patching it together, but it was just not having any of it. So I was just like, whatever. And then a kind soul in a UK Gunpla Facebook group saved me and sent me a new set for,
Nice.
Are these battery powered LEDs, or can you put them into a USB or something?
Here's the interesting thing. So
the official one is batteries only.
How many batteries, Sam?
4 AA batteries.
Oh, yeah. That's 2/3 of the way to a Game Gear.
The bad boy one does connect to USB, I think. So,
yeah, it just has a micro USB port. You can put batteries in, but with the micro USB port, the LEDs are also brighter.
Interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I don't leave it on all the time, so I think the batteries are going to last a while. But still, it's a bit of a. Well, I don't know if it's an oversight or an intentional design choice, but
trying really hard not to say anything bad about Bandai.
No, I don't really understand the logic behind not doing it. So who knows? But yeah, like honestly, when you're putting this thing together, it's just remarkable.
It is completely. It is unbelievable compared to any other kit. Like
it's and then. When you put the armor on and it all just starts coming together, it just looks
even halfway
nice.
Through, like weaving the wires in and between every single bit of the torso and body was mental. Like,
and
it was so well thought out. Like, I was like, how is this going to fit together? How is this not just going to rip everything out as soon as I move it? And it doesn't, because it's just really smartly designed.
And I think we talked about this when they first revealed it, but it's quite a chunky take on the Exia, right?
It works, yeah.
I love it because I personally think the original design of the Exia is quite skinny. I'm not massively keen on it, but this is a bit more of a wide boy, especially in the legs to house all the lighting. It's got quite thick legs with 2 C's, and I just think it looks really good.
Big gammy hams.
Yeah. And then in terms of weapons, you've got 4 beam sabers, and you get long and short blades for those, which is nice. And then you get 2 kind of physical short swords. You get a shield, and then you get the massive GN blade, which is that huge kind of steel sword that also has a pistol on it. And that thing is
I love
pretty
steel swords
good.
that have pistols.
Pretty good.
Is that sort of like kind of arm mounted, right?
Yeah. It holds them all up fine because they're all attached to the arm. So no problems there.
Is the blade that type of metallic looking plastic?
Yes.
Cool.
It is like. Have any of you done the Hakushiki 2.0?
Yeah.
Yes, it is like that, but silver, basically.
It's like kind of plated, isn't it?
Yes, it is plastic that it is white plastic that has been painted with a metallic finish.
Cool.
Which means that it looks very good, and it holds everything up, no bother. That's all good. The base is quite hefty, I guess, so it's going to take up quite a lot of real estate in your display area of choice, but
I mean, it's a lot smaller than the other things you've got in your room, isn't it, Sam?
Don't talk about those. Speaking of which, if anyone wants to buy a Prime 1 Guts statue for lower than market value, not much lower.
What is market value?
$1,000.
Okay.
Do let me know.
Is this for a gaming PC, Sam? Yeah, I was going to say.
Look,
the folly of fandom.
I got it out of my system, and now I will never buy anything ever again. It's fine.
Got it out of your system, now you want it out of your house.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I remember you texting me about that statue for like a year, being so excited about it.
I was excited, and look, I don't regret doing it, because if I hadn't bought it, I would still want one, Like, it's one of these...
And now you know.
I had to do it. I had to do it to know that there was a limit to how much I was willing to spend without feeling terrible about it. And now I know, and it's fine. I learned something, Anyway, back to the Axia. Yeah, it's marvellous. Obviously, I haven't built any other perfect grades. But, I remember saying many moons ago that I was slightly put off building perfect grades because I didn't really feel like I could do them justice. I didn't know if I had the skills required to build it to the level that it should be built. And I'd say don't let thinking like that put you off, because honestly, in many ways, this kit looks better like snap built than a master grade. Definitely.
It looks better snap built. It looks great snap built. It's because of, I think the plastic has a strange finish to it, which makes it look really good.
There's really barely any lining you need to do on this thing either, because most of the plastic, most of the armor is like just solid, not much lining, and when there is lining, it's just a little bit here and there. So it's they've gone for a kind of anime accurate look rather than something like for example, that new high grade RX 78-2 that's based on the new one they're making, and that looks like hella mechanical, and it's got loads of panel lines and stuff. This is very much the opposite of that. This looks very kind of anime accurate. It does come with loads of decals if you want to make it look a bit more, I don't know, air quotes realistic, but they are all stickers.
What are we talking here? Oh,
they're all stickers,
no.
and I am not putting stickers on anything higher than a high grade.
With my, by the way, I'll just add, my bootleg Exia cost not much money. It came with 2 sets of the water slides, Sam, so let me know if you want one. Let me know if you want them, because I've got 2 sets of them.
I might do, actually. I didn't know that. But honestly, it looks good without them. Like, it's kind of like that. The Master Grade 2.0 RX 78-2, where they were like, the whole point of this is it looks kind of anime accurate, and it feels more like that. So honestly, I was gonna give it a top coat and then kind of call it done. Because I'm kind of happy with it as it is.
I think that's the hot tip, is don't feel like you have to put every sticker on. Just
God, no.
Whatever you feel like.
Yeah. Heavens no. And, some kits look better with them than others. Like the Master Grade 008 version car, for example. And all the car kits, in general, I think look great with decals because they're designed with them. That's how he designs. And also, they're bloody water slides, which helps. My personal rule of thumb is I'm not putting stickers on anything better than a high grade because stickers are gross.
I agree.
Yeah.
Stickers are gross.
So after all of that, Sam,
would
you say that there is nothing sexier than an Exia?
I would say it is the best kit I've ever built.
Ooh.
However, I haven't built any other perfect grades, so I don't have that frame of reference. But the thing with perfect grades is they are so infrequent that you can't just go, all perfect grades are better than master grades, for example. Because, a perfect grade from 1999 or whenever the first one came out is going to be vastly inferior to a modern master grade.
But it's perfect.
It was perfect for the time, William, but standards of beauty change. And it's impossible to keep up with, and there's always some hot new fashion, I hear all the kids are talking about TikTok at the moment, and yeeting. I don't know what yeeting is.
It's like throwing something, isn't it?
Is it?
It's just chucking something, yeah.
Yeet. We should start a Gunpla Club TikTok.
Yeet. But yeah.
Well, I've not used TikTok, but you've been sending them all week.
Yeah,
sorry about that.
I don't use it either. I
spent 24 hours on TikTok last week alone.
I mean, this was largely in a professional capacity, right?
No.
No? Oh, okay. No.
About an hour of that was.
But this is the man who once queued up to see a J-pop band as they toured London. So you are clearly more down with the kids than we will ever be. K-pop,
Sam.
K-pop, sorry.
Come on.
It's all dog shit to me.
While Sam has been dead, the one thing I have appreciated via the afterlife is
what
reminding me.
Oh, right.
No, you keep haunting me with financial advice, and you often remind me about how many hobbies I have, and it's it keeps me grounded. So I appreciate that.
Look, you are an easily impressionable man, and that's fine. But you do sure like looking at something and then being like, I'm going to buy all... You wanted to get into the Digimon card game the other day. Mate, how many card games do you already play? Magic? Pokemon? Dragon Ball? Any more? Yu-Gi-Oh? I know you got some Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah, Keyforge.
Jesus.
And what happened with the skateboard?
You don't need a Digimon card. That said, that Final Fantasy card game looks alright, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, I've got one of those as well.
Oh, have you? All right. Look, I am an enabler when it is something that I also want to do. That's the trick. But yeah, I can't recommend the PGX enough. And as a result of that, and also playing Maxibon, which I have been playing far more than the rest of you. That's not me throwing shade. It's just a fact because I love my fighting games, and it is, to all intents and purposes, a fighting game. Yeah. So I've been playing a ton of it, of old Maxibon. And there's a decent amount of people online, like most of the online seems to be in lobbies now rather than like ranked matches and stuff. And yeah, so between playing lots of Gundam Extreme versus Maxibon Super Turbo and building this Exia and rewatching Unicorn because I spotted it on Netflix and I was like, oh, I haven't seen that in like 10 years. I am like fully in love with Gundam again.
Hooray!
Yeah. Second wind.
Yeah, my next rewatch is going to be. I grabbed the All the Anime, which is the company that does the Blu-ray releases in the UK. Just put out the Stardust Memory set. And obviously
I got the burning love.
Yeah, and those sets aren't cheap, right? But they're nice, and sometimes you want something nice. So I'm going to be rewatching that soon, which again I haven't seen in a long time, so I'm looking forward to that. And they got something else coming out soon, but I guess you guys will talk about that later on. Right. So yeah, that's me. I should probably get back to Hell.
All right.
Before I go, Ollie, well done on Paradise Killer.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's fucking brilliant, and
thank you.
As we all know, I'm not one to blow smoke up someone's ass. If I didn't like it,
we all know.
Yeah, if I didn't like it, I would tell you. But it's really, really fucking good, and
that's amazing to hear.
It's cracking. I haven't finished it yet. I feel like I'm one session away from the end because I've tied up almost all the leads. I've got a pretty good idea of what I think happened. But yeah, like if anyone listening, if you like Phoenix Wright or Danganronpa or Mist or Vaporwave or Lovecraft or Cthulhu, and if this sounds like a weird mixture of stuff,
if you just like cool shit,
right.
If you just like things that are really fucking cool,
and genuinely not like anything else. Like obviously, I just named a list of things it's like. But the interesting thing about inspiration is that you can take inspiration from things and still be completely your own thing,
You can tell that Sam used to write for a magazine that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, folded shortly after I left. Coincidence? Yes, probably. But yeah. Anyway, I'll get back to the pits.
How is it down there, by the way?
Oh, it's pretty warm. Yeah.
Got you doing the manual labour?
No, just kind of hang out. It's fine. Shit.
Best mates with Hitler, aren't you?
No.
Oh, fucking hell.
Well, we're having a nice time, Will.
That's slightly loaded. I can't really... no comment.
I will say that is perhaps the most kind of well-informed and indeed informative chat about a kit that we've had on this podcast for quite a while.
Yeah, you've set a high bar now.
Yeah.
I've changed my mind, actually. I'm going to hang around and listen to you guys talk about your kits so I can judge your review.
Wow.
So go on, then.
Done.
Dance for me.
Do your little turd.
What else have you boys been building?
Callum, tell me about the RG Crossbone.
Sure thing. I've been building the RG Crossbone. It's an RG, lads.
Has it got on an F-frame?
It's Do you know what? It bloody does, doesn't it?
Oh my god.
I know. It's a small little child of a kit.
Small little child.
It's really tiny.
No, they are small actually, aren't they?
I built a foot of this kit, and it's small. I can confirm.
That's one interesting thing about playing so much Maxibon. Actually, is you see loads of suits like next to each other in scale. So you do get
otherwise people would throw fits.
You do get a new appreciation of like how teeny tiny all of those late UC suits are.
Yeah.
Tell you what though, the crossbone wrecks shit in Maxibon.
Well, there's a few of them. But the Crossbone X2 seems to be the one most people use.
Yeah.
And that does indeed do the business. I'm a Haiku Shiki main, if anyone's wondering. And if you weren't wondering, now you know. So, yeah.
They got PSN down there, do they?
No, mate. We got fiber, broadband, all that jazz.
Wow,
that's great.
I thought they'd be on dial-up still.
Yeah, no. Real talk. I'm at my parents during the lockdown, and the internet here is awful. So, pray for me.
I feel that.
Yeah. So yes, the Crossbone. When did that come out? How new is it in terms of?
A couple of months ago.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Was it?
I think it was last year, wasn't it?
Right.
Fucking, I don't know what year is.
Let me type in.
I don't know what life is anymore.
Time has ceased to mean anything.
First result. Let's have a fucking look. Late May 2019.
Ooh.
What the hell?
And when did you buy it? Is that when you bought it?
No, a couple of months back.
Right.
It was new.
The 1-1 cup noodles out.
Oh
Anyway.
shit.
That's big news. I need to interrupt everything. Beep, 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 beep. Breaking news. The cup noodle is out.
Cup noodle.
It's only $20.
I can't wait to
the Plamo cup noodle. I was confused there for a second.
In new kit news, baby.
Oh, yeah. That thing is sick. I'm
doing it. Copy pasted.
I genuinely am considering getting one of those.
Noodles.
It's like 20 quid. I could buy like a fucking pallet of cup noodles with that money.
All right. Weird
Yeah,
flex.
yeah, but none of them are made of plastic.
I don't know. I just rather have a real one. I don't know, man. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah,
A real grade one.
I like that. That's a threat. We'll talk about it later.
Fucking
Talk about this after the episode.
So the RG Crossbone, quite a small little lad, but that's not going to
small
hold it
child,
against him.
I believe you.
Yeah. Children are small, and I don't hold that against them. That's fine. They can be whatever height.
Is
they
he still
fucking want.
detailed, even though he is small?
He is. He's very detailed actually. It's much like your other RGs really. To be completely H, which is short for honest.
Does that mean he has a completely pre-assembled inner frame, or do you have to make it yourself?
No, you make it yourself.
So it's a new style RG then.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's from this year, not. So, it's but I have some issues with it. So this cape thing.
Yeah.
We need to talk about this cape thing.
It's split into like four, isn't it?
Yeah, so you get like a sort of shoulder mount for it that you slip over his little bonds, and attach these kind of luridly. It's not lurid. It's the opposite of lurid. Like kind of shitty grey things with holes in over them. The front two are the same but mirrored, as far as I can tell. So it kind of looks a bit off because of that. You know, it's like if they were different on the front, on each side, maybe it'd look a bit better.
Are they made of like plastic?
Yeah.
This sounds very familiar to how they did the beam cape on the Master Grade Fenice, if you remember that.
Yeah,
that was very
like that,
similar.
Basically.
Yeah, it was 3 parts on each shoulder, and they kind of hooked into the shoulder. It was an interesting way of doing it.
It's like that, but a little bit worse.
Right.
So I'm not best chuffed about that. The other thing is, I think this basically needs a stand. There's not much movement in the legs. It's hard to get it to like, I don't know if it's the way I made it or something, but the feet are super stiff and don't really give too much.
I found that when I put the foot together, you know, the ankle joint, it was really, really tough to like put on. And even now, like, I'm afraid to like tilt it because I think I'll break the plastic. Because it's just super tight. Yeah. I don't know what that's about.
It's a bit of a bastard to pose.
Yeah.
And I had some trouble with the Zambuster. the rifle it has. So the way that they've got you having that is that it's got a trigger guard, let's say, but it goes behind the hand as well. So the hand has a joint that you can kind of angle outwards from behind that to connect to the arm. But then that means you can't have the gun pointing straight on. Because yeah, so you have to have these weird ass like hand out poses or hand in poses, and that looks daft. So I just switched it out for this actually kind of badass beam sword, which I think looks all right. So
a scimitar.
That's pretty cool. Scimitar with a hard C.
Scimitar.
The hardest C.
So those are my annoyances with it, but beyond that, it's actually, I mean, once I take this cape back off, I think it'll be, I don't know, maybe it'll look a little weedy. That's the thing as well.
Man.
And I mean,
You got no time in your life for
20.
weedy mobile suits.
Yeah.
Then,
I've got a
buddy,
lot of time for that.
then, buddy, can I recommend the perfect grade Exia? Because that ain't weedy.
I love that.
Yeah.
Speaking of crossbone kits, some have like fabric or like different style capes, right? Like they haven't got one way of doing it.
I don't know. I've
that
never
thing?
built one. I don't actually know. As we know, I'm not a huge fan of the crossbone designs, so I don't actually know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
That would have been so much better. I would have happily paid a couple of quid more for some friggin' fabric. I suppose I could
A
make some
cloth
myself.
bone.
Cloth
Hey.
bone.
Hey!
Very
I suppose
good.
I can make one myself, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I've got a pair of scissors.
Yeah.
You got
Developed a
parents.
list.
You own black
I do
clothing.
that almost exclusively.
Tear apart your most beloved item of clothing and use it.
Give
to
it
make-
My
Fuck that. Take it
Sam
one step
Smith
further.
Memorial Football Strip.
Give him
Always
a
in our
battle
hearts.
jacket. Like,
Yeah.
put some patches on there. Put like an Evanescence patch on the side.
Dress him up like the girl in Greece.
The girl in Greece.
I don't know her name.
Yeah.
That film that famously only has one girl in it.
The main girl. I don't know. I've never seen Greece.
Oh my
Sandy,
god.
come
Why
on,
would
it's
I
Sandra
watch
D.
Grease?
Come on, mate.
Sandra
This is
D.
wonderful.
Greece is great, man. Fuck you.
Grease is brilliant. I saw like a theatre production of Grease when I was a kid.
I
It was brilliant. It had
don't-
lasers and shit.
Don't like musicals, and it is forever a problem in dating because I have never met someone who also doesn't like musicals, and so
That's
Sam,
weird. I
all you
never
need to
thought
do-
of that.
Well,
See,
Sam,
I never thought
Mormon.
of Grease as a musical before. I don't know why.
Have you considered the idea that it's because you're dead that you're finding it difficult?
no. Even as a kid, this is a true story. Even as a kid, I apparently I don't really remember this much, but apparently they sat me down in front of Oliver, the film version of Oliver.
Yeah.
And they were like, "What's this?" Because needed something. They needed to.
And
get
you
me
were
out of
like,
there.
please, sir, can I have some less?
No, apparently I was genuinely like. No, I wasn't that witty. Apparently, I was genuinely like, "Why are they singing all the time? I hate this." I was like 6 years old.
Oh my god.
So
This
It
is
is a
like
bit weird.
there's something,
further
there's,
insight into
there's
how
something
Sam's
about the
brain
fact
works.
that they always sing all the story. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you singing? Stop singing.
you have like a similar like confusion when we play girls in Final Fantasy 14.
Well,
What I mean by
no,
that
that's a
is
bit different.
our characters are women,
Yeah.
right?
I
And you're like, you
okay,
just can't
one
understand
second,
why anyone
woman
would
it.
do that.
No, I can
turned
understand
into a
it.
woman for charity.
Right. No.
Oh, okay.
Unlike
No, I-
all you lot.
I understand it. I just like, why would I ever want to be anyone else?
It's like an abstract concept to you.
Good point, well made.
Yeah.
Why would I not want to be a white
Also,
man
I think
in
at
any
the end of the
scenario?
day, it's dishonest.
Did you object to Oliver because you're like, Terminator 2 perfected the movie formula, so why are they singing?
I think Oliver might have come out before Terminator 2.
Listen, it was a joke.
Ooh.
Yes!
Remember when this was a Gunpla podcast? I don't.
No, not really.
No,
This is the best episode we've done in ages.
Yeah,
it is.
We should bring
Yeah.
Sam back more.
Yeah,
I think we
yeah.
should.
Yeah, I mean, as long
the
as we're-
seance is kind of taxing. But
As long as we're not talking about Gundam, I'm not going to get in trouble. It's fine.
I forgot about that bit.
Yeah, sorry, it went off on a slight tangent there. So who else has been building kits? Simon, have you built anything, or have you been busy suffering?
I've been doing the PGX, the same as you, Sam.
Oh,
but
of course, yeah.
My bootleg has caused me some nightmares.
I did also have. I had a big break after. I mean, not
You
like
had a breakdown, or
but no, I had a break after finishing the inner frame as well. I left it a week or so, and then
so the new LED set that I got, all the LEDs are like inverted. What? So basically, the placement is on the other side that it should be. So the wires have to twist as well as fitting in.
But it's symmetrical. That shouldn't be a problem, should it?
Listen. If I put it in front of you, you'd know. Yeah.
Okay.
But basically, it's caused like a nightmare in wiring it all up. But the bigger issue was that because the parts fitment inside isn't as good as how it looks outside, it means that I've basically had to like cut and carve like the inside of all these inner frame parts to accommodate for the wires in.
That sounds horrible.
I broke my god hands.
Oh.
Not so godlike after all.
I know I paid a lot of money for this kit, but man, sometimes you just want to pay for convenience. Like
I broke my god hands. My other pair of nippers got bent. Like this.
Did it break your spirit?
Breaking my heart, man.
I pushed through it because, like, honestly, it's just the tip of the god hands that has gone. So, like, the rest of it's still fully functional.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. No, but you know, it's fine ultimately, and it looks great. Like for all that I've said about it, and all the misgivings of the third-party version, when I see it there, the inner frame all wired up and plugged in, it looks fucking fantastic. There is no other kit that looks this good. Just plain and simple.
It is. I was about to ask whether you do it again, whether you go bootleg again.
I'd go bootleg again because I am paying £300 for fucking LEDs.
A little booty baby.
I value convenience, you know, like, but
it's
I
convenient
respect
to spend less money.
Well,
as it turns out. Maybe
is...
if you bought the bootleg, Sam, maybe you'd be able to afford a gaming PC. But you know,
I can afford a gaming PC. I don't want to buy a gaming PC.
Why? Come on, let's unpack
because gaming on PCs is shit.
Will, what have you been building?
I've been building the real grade Evangelion Unit 1. To people who are not familiar with that.
How many times have you run away from your dad during this process?
I just want him to be proud of me, you know.
Got him.
Well, building a small toy robot is definitely the way to do that.
Have you tried climbing inside a gigantic version of your mother?
Your dead mother.
Your dead mother.
Yeah.
No.
No? You're not trying hard enough.
Is that something I should try?
It looks sick.
Anyway, real grade Evangelion Unit 1. So, that being one of the mechs from Neon Genesis Evangelion. Real grade because it's by Bandai, so it's basically everything you know and love from a Bandai model kit, but it's an Evangelion kit.
There were actually master grade Avas in the 90s as well. So this isn't the first time they've done this.
Isn't there a perfect
yes,
grade
really.
as well?
What's that fucking voice for?
I'm ill and I've got too many painkillers.
Oh, the man's got a true fact and I'm going to take the piss. You're everything that's wrong with society at the moment.
Listen, they're not fucking
People look
master
at
grades.
facts
Listen,
and they
Sam,
go, I don't believe in facts.
No, you know
I'm
what?
going to take
I do
my
believe
mask
in
off
facts.
on the train.
I do believe in fucking hell. I do believe in facts, Sam. And you know why? Because they didn't make a fucking master grade.
What?
Evangelion, you stupid cunt. They made LMHGs and one perfect grade. What you're thinking of is Pat Labors and Dunbine. They brought out a master grade Dunbine and a Pat Labor. They made a perfect grade Evangelion and LMHG Evangelion.
Shit, I've been
Thank you
massively
fucking
rumbled.
Amateur.
Right.
Massively rumbled.
Wow.
Were the high grades 1 to 100 scale? That might be what
They're
I'm thinking.
not scaled.
They weren't scaled at all.
No.
Okay, interesting.
Will you two shut up so I can talk about my dead mum robot?
my
Sorry, I just
fucking
got
dick.
massively owned. If I wasn't already dead, that would have killed me.
So, it's good.
Cool, great, thanks for that. Cheers, mate.
Moving on.
Yeah.
It's really lovely. It's from this year, isn't it? It's quite a new kit.
I think so. Yeah.
I paid quite a bit for it. I think it was like £50 or £60.
That sounds about right, to be honest, because our currency is going down the toilet again.
Well, yeah. And you know what? It's the quality is there. Like the colours of the runners are. I was just like looking at the runners. They were just beautiful. You got the purple, the lime green, the orange, the metallic grey. It's just really, really nice, and just feels like this is quality. And I'd wanted an Evangelion for a long time, and I'd eyed up like action figures, the older kits, and this came along, and I was like, you know what, that is like the sweet spot for me, because I wasn't going to spend however much you spent, Sayem, on your lovely, lovely model.
£300. It was too
I
much.
wasn't going to spend that.
As it turns out, that's too much.
So I'm going to have to talk about more of this on a later episode, because I've only built the torso so far, but that has been a very pleasurable experience. It's been, super, super nice to build. One takeaway for me has been, the cores inside Angels, like that red orb. I guess spoilers for Evangelion, but
I mean, it's 25 years old, I think.
I think you're all right.
Yeah.
What I love is it has that inside it, but you very quickly cover it up with armor plating, so you'd never know it's in there unless you built it. And it's like stupid little touches like that I really appreciate.
Yeah, I really respect people who like paint the inner frames of kits they make, because it's like you're never gonna see that. But goddamn, I respect the dedication.
A tiny wee sneaky glimpse of it somewhere here or there, but
it's part of the hobby, isn't it? It's you want to make this as nice as you can, or you want to make it to your own sort of vision of what this kit should be. So I built the torso, which so far is really nice. It's very solid, which is reassuring. There's nothing worse than building a kit and it just feels like flimsy and it might fall apart.
It looks quite large as well, doesn't it?
Large?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does feel quite big, actually. It's hard to get a proper sense of the scale until I've put all the limbs on, but it's decent, It's, for an RG at least, I've never felt like, oh, this is a bit small. And it's got some quite nice sort of joints and manoeuvres. You've got these like parts that attach to each other, so when you move one bit, it sort of makes the other bits move. So it feels like a really quality, well-designed suit. And that's all I can say so far, because I've only made the torso. I'm going to keep working at this and hopefully have it finished for next episode. The only bummer is it doesn't come with an AT field.
Oh, doesn't the super hyper version come with one?
Maybe, because there was a version that came with like the cage that it stands in or whatever, right?
Yeah.
It sounds like something they might sell separately. I don't know.
Yeah. The other bummer is it comes with quite a few metallic stickers, which are the worst stickers. I'm just ignoring them and using my metallic Gundam marker.
Nice.
Which I think does the job. But otherwise,
it's for, man. Yeah.
Really nice. I'd recommend it from what I've done so far.
Sorry.
Well, that's great to hear, because I've got one on the way.
So hey,
which
notes.
one?
I just went for the regular version without the cool cage, because the cage thing doubles the price of it.
Oof.
And,
for that.
And I think the cage thing looks cool. It's all like in green and it's got a cool platform and stuff, but it's not worth. But then you're going to pose the Evangelion on that, and it's kind of very stock standing pose. And if you've got a really cool posable RG, that's the last thing you want to do with it.
Yeah, looking at the box, it's showing off like you can do the proper, like a sprinter is about to like set off on a track. It can do all that like super posable stuff, which is really cool. So I'm excited to make some more progress with it.
Yeah, I've had my eye on this.
Too. I want a unit too.
I really fancy this. Yeah,
I want that as well.
Yeah.
But I'm really pissed off that they're not doing the TV version of Unit 2. They're doing the fucking Rebuild version with the stupid horn thing on it. But yeah, this is a personal hell that I've been in ever since the Rebuild came out. So go off.
Right. Anything else to say on that?
No, I think I've said my piece.
Cool.
That just leaves me then.
You've been making something cool, haven't you? We've seen a photo of it.
I've built 3 kits since we last chatted.
Oh my
After
God.
finishing the game, I was like, I don't want to look at a video game for a little while. So I made one of the Hyaku Greys Custom, which is a combination of the Hyakuri from IBO and the Greys from IBO. And it's painted all in grey and orange. And I like the Hyakuris. It's got that big jetpack on it, which looks kind of like the big jetpack from Armored Core.
Ooh.
You know,
Yeah.
that really cool FMV from, is it Armored Core for Answer?
Yeah, it's for Answer with the fucking massive backpack, yeah.
Yeah. And I think I would quite like to do another kit where I just go fucking mental with jets and make an even bigger thing like that.
Have you looked into the 30-minute mission kits for Chopes? Because you'd be fucking well into them.
I follow loads of people on Twitter that have been building those, and they look really cool because they seem to kit bash together really nicely. The problem I had with this is that the legs on this, I use the top half of the Hyakuri legs and then the bottom half of the Greys legs. And the Greys legs, the knee joints are left and right, but the Hyakuri are symmetrical.
Yeah.
So I had to cut out large chunks of the Hyakuri's knee and kind of glue a load of like plates in to give it some kind of joint.
Yeah.
And that kind of took the wind out of my sails a little bit with doing this custom. Same with some of the arms. Like the arms aren't quite as interchangeable as you'd like. So I really like the look of the 30-minute missions because they do bolt together way easier.
Yeah, some people are making some absolutely mental shit with them.
Yeah.
I think I've been looking at the Alto Space type for the sole reason that, you know, it's sort of shin. It goes back like an animal's or like a Metal Gear's.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm just fucking fully hard for that. Like
that reminds me of at least one thing from Armored Core, I think. Yeah. I really like these kind of very utilitarian, militaristic looking mechs.
Yeah.
And they're cheap.
They're like dirt cheap, aren't they? They're like fucking nothing money. Like,
yeah. So I want to just do a big Banzai hobby order and just get a bunch of kits and then see what falls out the end of it.
Paint it all.
And then I've started. I fully painted this one and just spray painted it white and just painted it with Games Workshop paints rather than airbrushing because airbrushing is
nightmare.
Sorry.
A nightmare.
Yeah, it takes up way too much time, and I'm looking for something nice and easy.
Yeah.
And then I built the 00 Riser, which is a very simple kit.
I've
quite
built
nice,
that one, yeah, back in the day.
What grade? Just high grade, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a very, very simple build, but the colour separation is quite nice, and the colours are more muted. I've got a 00 as well, and that has like very like mid-tone red, mid-tone blue. This has like a more muted red and a more muted blue, and it looks really nice. But nice, simple, cheap kit. And then I built the Kotobukiya Governor Rose from their Hexagear line.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen those. They're like little G.I. Joe.
Yeah, they're really tiny, aren't they?
I'm going to Google this.
I think they are a bit smaller than G.I. Joes. And she is, a lady robot with dual pistols, and she's getting a conversion job to sit in a frame arms kit that I've got.
Sweet.
To make a kind of Lost Planet looking mech, hopefully. We'll see how well that goes. But what was weird about this is that, if you think about how you put like a Gundam's leg together, it would have a knee, like two pieces of the knee joint which bolt together, and then like if it's not got an inner frame, like two leg shell pieces which would clip together and form a joint.
Yeah.
A lot of this, like because it's so small, the legs are the bottom of the leg and the top of the leg are single bits with one joint with one hole that they kind of slot together, and then you're actually pushing a peg through.
Whoa.
So like if you think about like what an action figure's joint looks like, where it looks like there is they've put two pieces of plastic together and then pushed a peg through. It's that, and that was a little fiddly. And it's the fit and finish on it, because it's a Kotobukiya kit, is not as good as a Bandai kit. But
I've got a single hole at the top of my legs as well.
Good.
Yeah.
Just the one.
Gunpla.
You were waiting for that, weren't you? Fucking
I'm
hell.
sorry.
Just white knuckled on his desk.
I'm really sorry.
Just burst.
Boys, hell is calling me, and by that I mean my dinner. So I will love you and leave you. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you for coming back.
Yeah,
Please,
it's been a
please edit in some sounds of me being killed again.
It makes a noise though.
Always.
Some killing
Every
noises.
episode.
But yes, this is not the last you have heard of Sam Smith.
Yeah.
See you later, Jay Brones.
Thank you, Sam. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome back to Gunpla Club. We are now moving on to the new kit news. Now, the biggest news is not really a kit, but it is kind of a kit. It is the Yokohama Gundam test mode.
Yeah, baby.
This is the walking life-size Gunpla that they're building in Yokohama, and there has been videos of it moving and raising its arms, walking forward.
It looks nuts, man.
Getting
It's
down
cool.
on one knee.
Yeah, it's a very, very cool looking attraction, especially with all of this scaffold around it, like it's a hangar or something.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised at how quickly it moves. I thought it would just be like really slow, but
Mate, that's
it's
sped up.
quite
The
swift.
footage sped up by 4 times.
Oh shit!
Still pretty fast though,
Literally just seen that.
I reckon, because it goes down to twice speed, about 30 seconds in or something, and then it's back to 4 speed. But it's still pretty fast for.
Yeah.
You know what? I reckon standing underneath that is fucking terrifying.
I bet you, yeah.
You know what?
But it's so cool that like this thing is like out in the open and not undercover, because like, you'll just be driving along a highway or something, and you'll just see a moving Gundam in the distance.
Yeah.
That's
Bloody crashed the car! Crikey!
I'm sort of glad that I not got to go to Japan this year, because now I will definitely factor this into my trip. Like, I want to see that. I want to cry in front of that. I want to just utterly break down in tears in front of it and accept my
it's
new
kind of
god.
amazing.
They've made the Gundam. They've given the Gundam the ability to get down on one knee so that it can propose to me. Even though it's still going to be vastly bigger than me.
One thing that I really like about this footage is looking at the quote retweets that people are doing, and being like, "Oh shit, we all better learn Japanese now. We're fucked." Like, people don't realize it's like attached to the thing. Like, it's very good. It's very, very good.
I like this one. Just in time for the season finale of 2020.
Yeah, it's very funny I spent a good hour or so this morning looking at what people have to say who have no idea what this is, really. just giving their opinion on it.
Just popping into the threads like,
Just-
hey guys, got a little podcast for you here.
You know, there were some conspiracy people just like fucking terrified. They're just like, "Oh my god, this is an assault on our freedom." And I was like, "Did you know that
What?
Gundam is a portmanteau of gun and freedom?" But I resisted. So we've not got a lot of new kits to talk about, really.
I mean, this RG is probably the biggest news.
It's fucking sick looking.
Yeah, the RG Zeong. Is it? Oh, is there two bits that you can buy? There's the actual kit, and then there's the shooting option part, the shooting effect kit.
The last shooting effect kit is like the premium version.
Right.
So you can only get those
Gotcha.
effect parts with that kit.
So it comes with like the shooting parts is like a base, a hanger, some effect parts. That's all it is, as far as I can tell. So we can gloss over that. That's fine.
I really
January,
like it.
It looks
January 2021. If we ever make it, there's going to be an RG Xeon.
It looks
cool.
Very good. I really
Well,
like
it's nice
this.
seeing all of those the gaps between all the plates, so you can see some of the inner workings around the skirt.
Yeah. It looks
That's
really,
awesome.
really good. Like, I'm very impressed with this. And you know that they will definitely do a perfect Xeon with the legs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I think the legs will be a add-on.
Bandai legs.
maybe. Sorry to pause. Fellas, I need to,
Take a break for like 30 minutes or something.
We're back from the extended break, which was definitely not a week or so. So welcome back to Gunpla Club, and we have a giveaway winner. So I think it was in the last episode that we were giving away a Gundam Extreme versus Maxi Boost On code to one lucky winner, and you could find all the details in the Discord. So Callum Gunn, I believe you have a system for picking a winner that is very robust and definitely not decided on right now.
Well thought out, very planned in advance. It's called randomresult.com /pick.php. So that's how you know it's cool, because it's PHP, baby. So I've put all our entrants, which to enter, you just ended up posting in a channel on the Discord. It wasn't that hard. You didn't have to be right. You don't have to do nothing. So I've put everybody in, and I'm going to hit the draw button. Can I get some sort of drum roll, please? See what I did there? Beautiful. And the winner is Okina Oka Gunpla.
Congratulations!
Nice one.
I will contact you on Discord and give you the code for Gundam Extreme versus Maxi Boost On.
Sweet.
Maybe we should do a little community night, like play it with people who also have the game.
Play it
That'll
with the
be fun.
fans. Community.
Fun. So moving on, in our little anime games manga section, all the anime have been putting out all the Gundam Blu-rays for a little while now, and their latest product might be of interest to some of you boys.
It's the one I personally was chomping at the bit for. Chomping?
Turn A Gundam Part 1
Yes.
Blu-ray.
I've just seen the box art has got bloody Diana naked on it. What's going on
baby. It's Akiman. He does not have any limits.
The art is lovely, but it's also like, how am I going to get away with that?
He did all the Street Fighter 3 designs, I believe. Old Akiman.
To be fair, I'm down with that. That's fine to have in my house.
That's fine. Yeah. They're of age. It's okay.
So it's out on the 9th of November.
Wait, are they of age?
I don't think. Okay, let's moving on to the price. So this is the best time to get it, isn't it? Because pre-orders open in the next few days.
She's 19. She's 19. It's fine.
Oh, thank
We
fuck.
don't have to burn our hard
She's
drives.
chronologically
cancelled.
119.
But £34.99 is the special pre-order price, which is quite
For part
a
part
bit
one.
less than the £60 RRP.
Yeah.
But you'll still end up paying £70 for the full series, which is fine. I mean, it's a nice box. I mean, if you want it, I mean, this is going to be like the nichest of niche like releases, isn't it? So,
Is it?
Do you think?
I think it is. Like Turn A
Probably
Gundam
is, isn't it, really?
isn't like Sword Art
Sid
Online,
Mead,
is
mate.
it?
Sid
Like-
Mead.
Yeah, rest in peace. But
Yeah, rest in
he's
peace,
away.
man.
that
He's
is
off the earth.
he is not here anymore. But yeah,
That is true, though. It must be, right? It's weird to me because it is my most anticipated one.
yeah.
Did you just say Sid Mead is After Earth?
He's I said off the earth.
After
Earth is better.
Placing Sid Mead in the Gundam timeline.
R.I.P. He's after Earth now.
Japanese only, English subs, and comes out on the 9th of November.
As it should be.
Yeah. Pillow box video. So it's it's in 4x3 with black bars at the sides.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's fine.
Clean opening and closing title sequences because you have to have extras, and there
Do
are
they?
none, so they just add that.
Gundam!
Tropes, have you seen this one?
No.
Oh, man. It's the best.
I really dislike the Turn A design. I know that's not allowed and
So did I at first, but it grew on me.
heresy. But I really like Akiman's art, so I know it's only on the box and it's not, that's not the animation style, but the box
It
looks
is
cool.
a beautiful show. It is such a good looking show. And I don't know, I feel it's so different tonally from the rest of Gundam. It's just such a nice watch.
Yeah, I think it will go on the list of ones to watch, but I'm, again, slightly heretically more interested in watching Reconquista.
Gina Reconquista.
Because everyone says it's so weird, and I really like the G-Self.
I mean, they're both they're quite similar, I'd say, G-Rico and Turner. In fact, I think they're canonically connected.
Oh, really?
Barely, but yeah, probably.
Yeah.
The first G-Rico film's out. You can obtain that. I don't know about the second one, so maybe that's a good start.
I noticed you say obtain
Haven't
and
seen
you
it
say
yet.
buy.
Yeah.
Well, you can't buy it.
Thanks.
So I should say at this point that for the entire duration that we've been doing this podcast, and I mean like since about the start of it years ago, I've been trying to find out who did the Turn A Gundam voice.
Have you done
Like, no.
Oh.
This is it. It's so far eluding me. Like, I don't... I've looked through the staff lists, credits, loads of stuff, like, many times over, all this IMDb stuff, which is a bit of a dead end. So if anybody has any cool knowledge about that, please get in touch, because I'd love to... I just want to ask the guy what the story is behind that, because he's got to be just some dude from Birmingham or something.
It's gotta be.
It can't be any different.
It interned
Gotta
at
be.
Bandai once in the 90s and immortalised in pop culture.
That's it. It's got to be. I can't imagine it's like a voice actor.
We should reach out to all the anime, do a little bit of promo for their Blu-ray release, and in return they can scour the archives for
They can
Turn
ask
A Man.
Tomino.
I've got his number.
Who is the Turn A Gundam guy? Who is it?
Yeah, it's a mystery that I've been obsessed with it for years. I've got a big cork board with the staff's names on it and bits of string connected.
It's like that screenshot from Charlie and It's Always Sunny, just surrounded
Yeah.
by things, smoking a cigarette like, I got it!
That's me trying to find a guy who dared to utter 4 syllables on an anime opening.
I bet it's a really sad story. Like he was, I don't know, died immediately after that.
Killed in a car crash, going home. Moving on. We, a couple of months ago, the English Otaku started a group build in our Discord channel, and I've offered up a master grade prize for the winner.
Ooh, giveaway central this episode.
I know, right? It's cool. So the Discord, the briefing was like a UC grunt suit, and the English Otaku sorted all this out. So big props to him for organising it. We've got 30-minute missions, one coming up soon, and we've got our entrants in. We only have a few entrants, but they're all pretty decent. So
It's a lot of effort, isn't it, to do something like this? So I appreciate everyone taking part.
Yeah. Especially when we didn't.
That's true.
I mean, we were exempt from the competition anyway. So,
I guess. So this is entrant number 1, Ellipsis. The pilot backstory. Enlisting in the ESF SF at only 21, Eris was originally a ball pilot. He excelled at long-range shooting with no scope or targeting. Due to his amazing shooting skills, he was quickly promoted to a Gym Sniper 2. And after his machine was badly damaged and needed to be repaired, was when he customized it for missions, adding a fake V-Hin and a metric crap ton of extra weapons. And there's more flavor text. He went rogue and became a mercenary. He settled in a large home on Earth in UC-100. He died from cancer in UC-1... Oh, God.
Wow.
Passing on the now heavily upgraded Gundam Night Hunter to his son. I mean, is this a Gundam or is it just a Gym with a V-Fin?
That's some flavour, man, though.
So it's a Gym Sniper 2 with, a Gatling gun on its shoulder.
it's pretty well kitted out, isn't it? It's very
V-fin,
cool.
a rifle, painted in this blue and black colour scheme.
It's a lovely deep blue.
And that's our entrant number 1. I mean, with some of the paintings a bit off on in some bits and pieces, you can still see the light blue poking through. Can you guys see that?
Yeah,
yeah,
on the
I
edge of the
see.
shield
The
and the
edge
shoulder
shield.
pad.
Yeah. So I guess that would be my first comments about this. But I do like the concept. I do think the execution of the V-Fin's a bit... It doesn't look great for the V-Fin, I will say.
I kind of like it.
But
I'm gonna
that's kind of canon.
Yeah, it is canon.
Added
It's
to
head
fake
canon.
V-Fin.
It is a fake V-Fin, so I guess it is canon.
Fake V-Fin. I like that idea. Hold on a minute.
So that was the Night Hunter Gundam. And moving
Very
on to
nice.
Entrant 2. Thank you for your entry, Mr. Ellipsis. Entrant 2 is Okina Oka Gunpla with a Jagan, a customized Jagan.
Oh, is that what it is?
Nice.
Yeah, it's called Jagan Hunter Spec. So the pilot name is Camille Bidan. And the backstory is, after the
Who's
life-threatening events of the Grips War, Camille struggled with the knowledge of the Titan's remnants active as the new decides. Desi days, I don't know how to say that. Camille requests a position on the Federation's Task Force Alpha. Late to the party and hunting down scarce remnants, Camille is given a modified Jagan, named Hunter. People like naming things Hunter. And was fitted with state-of-the-art weaponry. Spec for long-range combat, unable to face hand-to-hand conditions after killing Sirocco. So this is Okinaoka's customized Jagan, and it looks fucking fantastic. I
like that idea, actually.
I love the weathering on this.
Yeah.
It looks really nice. And the big
Weathering's
fucking
amazing.
rifle. I think that's
Yeah.
the rifle from the Senanju.
It's nicely painted. Like the detail on the rifle's good. It's the blue airbrush. It's got that kind of pre-shading going
it
on.
absolutely is.
Yeah, it
Really
looks nice.
I love that little fact as well. He's unable to face hand-to-hand combat, so he just uses long-range weapons. That's really cool.
Yeah, I really like this one.
He's
Like
a
the weathering's
camping
really
sniper.
cool. The color scheme works for me.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's much better than the kind of mint green of the Jagan normally.
yeah,
Like, you wouldn't have... It almost didn't strike me as a Jagan at first because it was so different colour-wise.
yeah. It just shows you how the
yeah.
Jagan like looks so good. Like,
Yeah.
it's just
There's
a
some
really
nice
nice design.
additional plating on the front skirts.
Oh, is
Very
there?
nice. Yeah.
It's a bit of custom work on it. Oh, I'm very impressed.
Very nice.
Okina Oka Gunpla just won our code competition as well. So, entrant 3 is Happy GOW. That is God of War, I believe, because his avatar on Discord is a smiling Kratos.
Boy.
This one is piloted by Christina McKenzie. As you might know her from War in the Pocket.
I know her
In
from school.
UC
Went to school.
081, after the incident Zaku F2 versus NT1 Alex, Christina continues to serve as an ace pilot for the Federation. After the incident of the badly damaged and cannot be used anymore, so she uses long-range gem sniper. So this is a gem sniper recolor, it seems like. But the paint works really nice, I feel. It's just a clean build, isn't it?
I love the colour scheme. It's really cool.
It looks really nice on the gem sniper too. And I really like the detailing on the rifle as well. Like, if
I
you
really like the little pops of yellow.
it makes it stand
Sort
out.
of.
I think
There's some good detailing on the back of the legs as well. The thrusters and the leg joints are all individually painted.
Oh, yeah, that's very good.
yeah, that's really nice. I really like when people do those little highlight colors because it really does bring out a lot of detail in the kit.
Sayem likes highlight. I've just taken some notes here. Just
Highlight colors. Yeah, I really like this one. It's just a nice, clean build. It's pretty straightforward, clean painting,
Yeah.
and moving on to entrant number 4 is Supersonic with a ball piloted.
This is clean.
I haven't filled out the details of this. Okay, it's a ball. That's what I have to say
a ball.
about this.
What is that Gatling gun from?
Which one?
It's got the minigun thing that it's got on.
That's a customized campaign part, I believe.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So they've done a bit of scratch on this. It looks like.
The
So-
painting is incredibly clean.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
It's really nice.
super nice.
a fantastic choice of colours.
Yeah.
That lovely fuchsia.
Yeah.
is,
I think the greys are really
completely
good as
baller.
well. Like,
Yeah.
there's clearly like a couple different shades of grey going on. It makes it look like an X-wing or something like that. It's really cool.
Yeah.
I love it. It's got the decals. It's got just the pink and the blue just works so well.
Yeah.
It's like something you wouldn't normally see on a kit like this.
And just using that off-white grey as the main body colour. Like, it'd be tempting to do this in bright white to go with the blue and the pink, but choosing an off-white one really makes it look, used and like kind of militaristic, but then also with the world's wickedest pink.
Wickedest pink. I like that.
Have you got the details up, Callum? I've just found it as well.
Yeah, so the pilot name is Jennifer Winters, which I like. Good name. Having become a pilot mid-one-year war, she had been assigned a ball due to a lack of mobile suits. Unlike other pilots, she took well to being a ball pilot, drifting between space debris using minimal thrusters and using a ball arm to stabilise and snipe enemy suits. She was soon offered a GM but declined, instead requesting upgrades to her ball. Good move! Despite the reduced mobility, she still excelled at ambush tactics, with the arm holding debris for stabilisation. As the war came to a close, though, she disappeared during a mission and was declared missing in action.
That's a very UC. That's a very UC backstory. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I'm into that. The mobile suit is called the Heavy Ball.
Fuck the gym. I'm using the ball.
Yeah. A woman after my own heart. So it looks deceptively simple, but I feel like a lot's been done here. That
Yeah.
Gatling gun instead of the ball arm is inspired.
Yeah, I really like this one. I really, really like this one. And the backstory, I believe, is the strongest of the lot as well. So, if we're in agreement, I think this is our winner, the ball.
I vote for the ball.
I vote ball.
Same.
It is a unanimous decision. Congratulations, Supersonic. I will be contacting you shortly about what master grades you have, so I can figure out which one I should send you.
Just balls. They have like 100 balls.
I mean, I can just get you another ball if you really want. Like, that's fine.
Yeah, do another one. I want to see more balls.
Do another ball. Cool. With that sorted, shall we move on to questions, lads?
Yes.
Absolument. Absolument.
So, starting off at Discord, Okina Oka Gunpla asks, what do you think of the MGEX Unicorn now that reviews are out? I've not really looked at many, but it looks like the LEDs in the MGEX Unicorn are on this, like, pad. Like this circuit that you have to, like, weave in. It's hard to explain.
My thoughts are that there are too many unicorns.
Too many unicorns.
It does look pretty. It does look pretty, but was it necessary?
No. Oh yeah, it's all a massive ribbon cable.
Wow.
So what does this work out price-wise, do we know, compared to the PG unicorn with lighting kit?
I think it's about the same.
Oh, really? Well, that was going to be my thing. Like, if it's a decent amount cheaper, that's a nice alternative.
That is mad dear. Mad dear.
23,000
It is extreme,
yen.
though. Oof. Wow. So over $200. That is...
LED unit. Oh, I see what you mean now. So yeah, it's a kind of circuit strip. It's like a, what would you call it? It's like a ribbon.
Yeah, it's a ribbon cable. Just with LEDs on it, and it can turn all different manner of colours. I don't know.
What the hell?
It
That's
looks
crazy.
It looks nuts to build.
Yeah.
Like, I can see how the development of this would push the price up, but it looks like a nightmare to route through everything.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
But
know.
rewarding.
I just don't think it's worth the money. Like, £230 is a lot of dollar. You know?
Yeah. I haven't seen any actual reviews. Maybe I should look some up soon. But it's not the sort of thing I would get because it's too expensive, which is a bit weird. But if you've got the money and money's
it's
no
like
object
half a
and stuff, all
month.
that, but
It's rent for me. So
that's true. Yeah,
you know,
it's getting there.
I think I
Christ.
should probably have other uses for that money. But whatever floats your boat, I guess. So moving on to the Spooktacular Spider-Man. I like that a lot.
Seasonal now, it's October.
Yeah. If you could erase a Gundam show from existence, which one would you choose and why?
Actually, it's quite a scary name if you ask me.
Probably Seed Destiny, so Seed can have a follow-up season. That's not shit.
Build Divers Re-Rise.
Yeah.
I'd probably do away with that.
I feel like that's where Gundam has gone wrong.
Yeah, and I'd also stop getting YouTube alerts on my phone every time a new episode premieres.
You don't want to turn them off, you want them to cancel the show.
Yeah, just I can't unclick that bell.
Oh god.
They had like a fan fest as well for it, so it must be doing okay.
Apparently, it's been really well received. Like people like it, and I'm just like, this is not good.
None of the kids have been good either.
No.
Like they're all like real kind of C-tier designs.
Have you seen that fucking monstrosity that they put out? Basically, all of their Gundams combined into one big Gundam at the end.
What?
Yeah,
pretty
one
cool.
second. Let me look this up because it looks fucking.
Sounds like Power Rangers.
Disgusting. It's exactly it. It's the whole Voltron Power Rangers transformation thing.
They did that in Tri, though, didn't they? With the Tryon.
No, but the Tryon was one kit. Like
Right.
it was designed to be
yeah.
like that. This one is just a mess. Like, fucking, what is it called? Give me a second while I look this up.
Yeah, I'm just looking at these kits, and they're all kind of that. Like, there's that one that's got the big red. It's purple, and it looks like it's just a collection of shapes, and then it's got that big red arm and a lance thing. They're not great, lads.
It's not cohesive. It's like, yeah, I mean, I just want nicer kits to come out. I want a new
I wonder how
series
much of this is us not watching it and being like, oh yeah, that's really cool though, because it did this.
Sure.
Yeah,
but
but-
also
but-
watching it was a real fucking chore.
Yeah, exactly.
But, like, usually you can look at Gundam design and be like, yes. Do you know what I mean?
True.
I've
If you
built a
can't
lot
do
of
that-
Gunpla, and I've not watched anything other than IBO and Thunderbolt. Yeah, I can still look at kits and go, yes, I will build that, despite having no idea what it does.
Fair
I will
enough.
never do that with any of this re-rise stuff.
Build Divers Re-Rise combination. Okay. It's called the Build Divers Re-Rising Gundam. Oh, for fuck's sake. No.
What is that?
Oh,
It looks so shit. It's all the main characters' kits combined.
It's definitely like an afterthought, isn't it? Like at the end, they're like, shit, what's
Shit.
something we could do?
Yeah.
Yeah, this works. Yeah.
It doesn't work. It looks disgusting. It's like the worst thing I've seen out of Gundam in a long time.
It's got like the flat from Turn 8 as its ass. It's like, what?
Yeah.
That front skirt is fucking ridiculous.
this is blue tacked on.
Mac asks, if you were to design a Gundam bust butt plug, which head design would you use?
Can it be a character or does it have to be a mobile suit?
It has to be a mobile suit, obviously.
I mean, you could go and knock this together right now with one of those Zaku head gachas.
Oof.
Put that on.
just a
that on the end of a butt plug.
Bit of Pritt stick.
Yeah.
Not with the commander fin, though, surely.
Not with a commander fin for extra spicy.
It's got those the tubes on it, which are kind of, if you squint, a bit like anal beads.
Oh, God.
We've already gone further into this conversation than I hoped we would.
So you could really, like, make it like a transforming butt plug, really, couldn't you? So out of a Zaku head bust, you could, like, detach the heat pipes to have, like, anal beads and stuff like that. Like, it's a whole experience.
Yeah, and it all folds out.
Yeah.
And then you've just got, like, all of the interior stuff is, like, in you, and then you've just got a Zaku head peeking out your ass.
Some of you clearly
What more
put
could you ask for?
more thought into this than the others.
We
And,
need
I'm slightly worried.
a new Gundam show to talk about. All right, Mr. Ellipsis.
My answer is the sumo, though, because it's nice and round. And smooth.
Sumo, I think, is probably the right call here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on.
It's the canonical Gunpla Club entry.
Ellipsis asks, if you could give any mobile suit a perfect grade, which one would it be?
G-Self.
Yeah, skip the MG, just go straight to the PG.
Oh, yeah.
I could go for that.
G-Self. Yeah, I'd like to see that, actually. Yeah, sure. Whatever. G-Self.
Hey.
Wow, that was easy.
Twitter.
Especially if it had that big backpack on and with all the LEDs.
We talked less about that than the butt plug. Twitter questions. Mega Slippers asks, you're trapped in lockdown for 6 months with no internet but a choice of Gunpla. You may choose 20 random HGs or one perfect grade of choice.
Crikey.
What do you pick and what do you do with them? You may have whatever supplies you need. I mean, it's obviously the perfect grade, right?
No.
HGs.
Yeah, 6 months. You're going to get through that perfect grade in a week.
No, but you can have all the supplies you need, so you could just do a mad custom PG.
I mean, if it depends how high your skill ceiling is, I suppose. For me, it'll be like I've done some panel lining. That's it for the day. I've
But
made 20
if you've got
HGs.
nothing, you don't have to work. Yeah, you just got a bunch of Gundams and any supplies that you'd ever need. Surely.
I just like the variety of having a big stack of HGs, and
Yeah.
especially if you're going to custom them and do some paints and stuff, like space them out a bit over 6 months. Like, you'd have a great time with that, unless you get one of those boxes. What was that box that came out recently, full of the same grunt suit? It was a brown.
Oh yeah, the Leo.
Yeah,
Was it Leo?
Death
No.
Army.
Magnet something.
Maganac
Yeah.
Core, yeah.
Yeah,
From
you
Wing.
could buy a box with like 36 of them in, and like that would drive you insane.
Yeah, it would. I'd never be able to do something like that.
So I'd go 20,
I'd go-
20 random HGs.
I'd go with the perfect grade X. Yeah,
Yeah.
you just fancy it. Just a
Big
project
bastard.
to completely ruin.
Big bastard.
But then
6
you do a
months,
Sayem and fuck the LEDs as soon as you open the box, and then you've got to wait
Yeah,
6
just-
months without any more.
You looked at them wrong. You didn't. They exploded.
I should really start making more of that soon. Right. Martin at Flaming Cushion asks I feel this is directed at Chopemon here. If Lady Love Dies from Paradise Killer piloted a Gundam, what would she pilot?
Oh, that's a good question.
This is an opportunity to do some world building,
Oh,
extend the lore.
I think she'd look cool because she's got her red outfit on in one of those Neo Zeons. But you know like how people build them and have like a Nendoroid sat in the top of them. You know that big suit of like she was just cruising around Paradise Island with one of those, just dispensing justice as she felt like it. That would be all right. Or a
That'd be
Sinanju.
awesome.
That's kind of like similar in that colour scheme.
Yeah.
I can see the Sinanju, yeah, that'd be cool. Or like an Epion. Epion is like this colour scheme, right?
Yeah.
So
Nice.
what is the official line here? What's the canon?
I think Sinanju would be best.
Sinanju. Lady
Yeah.
Love Dies, Sinanju pilot.
Put that in the wiki.
There you have it, folks.
There you go.
Keep it in the wiki.
David Reese Norman asks, PG Gramps 2.0, what are you expecting? A better kit than the last one? I don't know. Apparently they're doing a live stream to like announce the new PG, but I'm not sure how
Cool.
that's going to end up. Like the design looks crazy, so we'll see.
I'm up for that. Depending on price and stuff, could be first PG. We'll see.
Ooh.
I'd like a Gramps.
Jared at Crimson Comet asks, what do you think the next MG IBO kit will be and when will we see it? Well, I'm not Bandai, so I don't know when we'll see it, but I want it to be a Barbatos Lupus. Because I'm
Do we
boring.
think we'll get more? Are they still buzzed about IBO?
I think it's done pretty well. Like, I think it did well over here specifically. So
I think it'd be nice to get that Chimaris Vidar.
Oh yeah.
That's quite a nice looking suit, and I could see that being a nice big chunky MG.
yeah, that could be quite a nice MG actually, wouldn't it? Especially going off of the Barbatos, which looks brilliant. But I just don't like the Barbatos as much as I like the Lupus. Like,
Yeah, the Lupus is really cool.
so
You're bloody loopy for the Lupus, mate. Hey!
I will buy the Lupus Master Grade when it comes out. Like, I just know it within my heart because I really like the design. So, I
Looks
don't
good.
know. I'd like
Looks
to see
good.
like a Flowros or something. I guess like that'd be cool.
Yeah.
So, Gundam Guy 777 asks, "What should be the next MGEX?"
To yourself.
Ooh.
All right. Ghostslinger at Dwayne Young asks, do you guys ever mess up builds, like accidentally cut a part that you're not supposed to, or broke the entire build by accident? See above,
Yes.
I broke the LED kit in the PGX almost immediately. This happens
If
all the
by
time.
accidentally cutting parts that I'm not supposed to do, fingers count. Like my own
I guess.
own thumb. Sliced open my thumb last time, building the crossbone.
I often make mistakes.
Yeah, every kit, I reckon. I always make one part shit somehow.
Yeah, I guess the
Yeah.
thing is that how well can you cover it up, you know? Like,
Well, if you've got a decent blanket, just chuck over it.
fire works as well. Bean Forest at Janky Bean Forest asks, I started building in 2019. 40 kits in. Whoa!
Wow.
Weird
They want to
flex, but
take
okay.
this podcast off our hands.
Hey, and what began as constant excitement and surprise with models has settled into familiarity. Still love it and stoked for reprints and new kits, but wow, moments are rarer now. How have your feelings with the hobby changed over the years? I think you can pretty accurately track this with how we talk on the podcast about it. Like, I think we've been really open.
Archive.
We've been really open about like the podcast being a bit more irregular because we're not less jazzed about Gundam now. Like, these things come in waves.
Yeah.
I think
It helps when there's a show to watch as well, you know?
Yeah,
like,
to get your
IBO was like peak for me, I think.
Yeah.
Because it was like every week we're excited about a new mobile suit and there's stuff to buy.
I'm looking forward to a new AU or something like that coming whenever it comes because it brings a lot more people in. I think like the years from 2014 to like 2017-ish were like Gundam constantly. So it makes sense that they've pulled the brakes on right now. You know?
Yeah. I think also every time we do an episode, we get back into it.
Yeah, we do.
Because we have to think about it and then you go, oh yeah, this is cool.
Oh yeah, I have a hobby about this. It's really cool. They're not just boxes taking up space in my flat.
I think it's the stuff that I'm finding like the wow moments with is since during our not a week long break, my RG Ever turned up, and I opened up the box, and like the colours and the quality of the rudders are fantastic, and I know that that's going to be an amazing build, and it's going to be like that's going to be a nice wow moment. But then other stuff is because it's the same suits again and again, and even with something like IBO. Like a lot of the kits build in the same way. Like I've done a lot of IBO kits, and all the inner frames built in the same way, and a lot of the parts clip on in the same way. So it's that's partly on me for just building a lot of the same series. But I'm looking forward to doing something that isn't like it's made by Bandai, but isn't a Gunpla, isn't a Gundam rather, and spice things up a bit.
Yeah. For sure.
I think that's fine. And like, just don't push yourself, If you're not feeling it 1 month, like, that's fine.
You don't have to build a kit unless you want to.
Yeah.
You know,
it's okay
even if
to
you
take
have it.
breaks.
I try to do if you're looking to get some spark back, try doing customs and kit bashes and painting and stuff. And it's not going to go well when you first start it, as I can attest. But you will get there and you'll have some fun with it. And it's a good way to kind of reinvigorate it rather than just doing stock builds.
Yeah, I would also recommend like if you're just kind of tired of like building the same things over and over again, like get a PG, like if you have the means to, like because like that X here is fucking incredible. So PGs are just completely different to everything else, and they're all different. So
Yeah.
I think just take it at your own pace. You don't have to go at blistering speeds all the time. It's cool.
Maybe try another manufacturer as well, some Kotobukiya or something.
Yeah, I tried a Kotobukiya kit. It was okay. Yeah, I've ordered another Kotobukiya kit, by the way, in our week-long break.
Which one?
It's the Nier Automata flight unit.
Oh, that looks so good.
Yeah,
Is that pricey?
it's yeah.
It's 130 or something, but you get 2B and the flight kit, so...
Yeah, you get 2B in the flight
You get
unit.
2B.
What, a model kit of 2B?
Yeah.
2B from Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, that's the
2B
one.
from Final Fantasy
amazing,
14's
right.
Puppets Bunker Raid. Let me get the guy hooked me
You
up.
mean she has
with
a
good
whole
link.
game?
That's 50 quid cheaper than the Square Enix store.
Yeah, I need to see this. 'Cause
Yeah, this is so good. I was tempted by this.
I just knew that I needed it. Like, I was like, because I really regretted, you laugh, but like this is made by Kotobukiya with Square Enix. Well, I really regretted not getting the Skell from Xenoblade X because that's
I remember that.
impossible to find now. But yeah, it comes with a little 2B, little android. Like, this will definitely need painting, I can tell, but
yeah, how big is that 2B? Like, tiny.
we don't know.
No, I mean, it's
22 centimeters, and 2B is 7.5 centimeters. So I guess it's the same scale as those prawns, those governors from Hexagear. That's the one.
Yeah,
The prawns included in the cup noodle kit. Which I've
Those
ordered.
it's a 1-to-1 scale, aren't they?
Yeah, so
I think so. It looks amazing. I've ordered the cup noodle in our week-long and the Hello Kitty Harrow.
ooh,
Oh
It was
shit!
just there, so I just
Where'd you get
added
that
it to
from?
my damn Banzai hobby.
Oh, piss babies. Okay, I might go and get that.
Oh, actually,
Nice babies.
speaking of ordering stuff, Rachel ordered a 7-Eleven branded bear guy from
wow.
Nice.
from Japan Cool, and when the order turned up, there was a free blind box Gundam in it.
Oh.
So just going to give a little shout out to Japan Cool for
Japan
sending
Cool
free
are
stuff.
back.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2B comes out in March, and yeah, it's going to be real cool. I think I'm just going to have like a
Oh, right. So it's not even,
non-Gundam shelf eventually,
That's
I
cool.
mean, that looks
because I've got my Gurren
fucking
Lagann
sick.
through as well. So
That looks amazing. I'm just looking at it now. Yeah, that looks
Kurt
awesome.
Atkinson at KKJWA asks, "Great podcast. You've revived an all hands interesting Gunpla. Thank you. I
My
have
pleasure.
A HG MS06 Zaku, an RG Sinanju, and MG Barbatos arriving in the post tomorrow. In which order should I build them in? PS, my last build was a PG Astray Red Frame a couple of years back.
Well, hey.
MG Barbatos, I'd say. Like, go back in with something like cool, impressive with all the latest tech. You know?
Yeah, I saw a really nicely painted version of that MG Barbatos this morning, and it's like whoever built it had like customized it with wires and stuff coming off from the gun, and like they'd done a really clean paint job, and then just a few extra little bits to kind of really sell it, and it looked so good, painted nicely, because it's got it's not because like that suit design is like armor plates bolted onto an inner frame. It had really nice color separation on the MG. Looks good.
Nice.
Can we quickly talk about something from Kotobukiya that I was just reminded about, which is the Death Stranding reverse trike.
What?
Have you seen this?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's releasing a model kit of the bike from Death Stranding, and it's very cool.
Ooh,
It
I've
feels-
still not played that game.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Really?
I've not played it yet, yeah.
Mate,
I don't know how that's happened, but...
just watch Limmy's Let's Play.
That looks cool.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a nice
I like
mechanical design.
I love the luggage with the
Yeah.
iconic tape.
That's fucking neat. That's not too expensive either. Like,
I didn't realise that was a kit when I saw it on Twitter, because I saw it with the Figma riding it, the Sam Bridges Figma.
Right.
So that's cool that they're compatible.
yeah, I think
I
they
might,
do that sometimes.
Swap out the silver storage cases for some Gunpla boxes on the back of it. And just have me riding it.
Yeah, it's 1/12 scale. So if you're a 1/12 scale sort of person, then quids in, mate.
Yeah.
Motorbike.
Figma scale, baby.
Be interested to see what the runners on that look like how much painting you need to do to get it to look like this.
That good. Yeah. It's going to be a bit, I reckon, because I don't know. I've only made that one Muv-Love kit from Kotobukiya, and that had some painted parts in it, but it wasn't super part separated. Instagram, Dakota asks, "What's the longest you guys have put off building a kit, and what's your excuse for not building it?" I didn't build the MG Turno for like 3 years for some reason. It's really good. I shouldn't have done that.
Weird.
Shouldn't have done that. I literally bought it on the podcast as well, like that one Christmas
Yeah.
episode we had.
I mean, like,
Good kit.
pretty much my entire backlog is like 3 years old at this point. I just go off them, like, you know. Or in one case, the RG Sinanju, I think, Callum, you built it and had a bad time, so I was like, I'm not
Yeah.
very fussed.
I poisoned you on it, and for that I apologise.
Joe asks, "What are your 3 biggest pet peeves when watching a Gundam show or building a model kit?"
Pet peeves.
Whiny children. like that Gundam Re-Rise, Build Divers Re-Rise, whatever. That has like the worst set of characters. Just whiny children, a buffoonish guy, and just trope after trope after trope.
It's got strong energy.
Yeah, I feel that.
I hate that.
Okay.
Pet peeves of kit building is excessive, like, large panel stickers.
Yeah, that's horrible.
And
Yeah,
stickers that go across creases or panels, and so you're supposed to, like, put the sticker on and then try and, like, contour it to a raised panel or something, and it always looks shit.
Without fail.
Yeah.
I don't like. I just don't like stickers, like heavy sticker reliant
Yeah.
kits, or like there's a massive long or weird sticker that has to go along grooves and over sides and stuff. Like that sucks.
Anything that has to, like, stickers are terrible when they have to adhere to multiple surfaces, and then it's like you can never get that shit smooth.
Never.
So don't do it. Just paint,
Just paint, for fuck's sake.
or just leave it.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care. Do what you want.
Stop bothering me.
You know that MS Paint stands for Mobile Suit Paint.
Wow. And on that note, I think we're done with this.
Bill Gates
episode of the
knew.
podcast. It's over.
You knew about
Gates dropped
coronavirus
the
and he knew
collar.
about painting Gundams.
Right. That'll take us out. Will, what are our socials?
Hey, come follow us on Twitter. We're closing in on the big 5,000 followers
That's
at
nuts.
Gunpla
Who will it
Club.
be?
We're also on Instagram at Gunpla Club, Facebook at Gunpla Club UK, although we're not very active on there, I'm afraid. And then join our Discord. That's where it's really all popping off. We've got over 300 members, and there's a really good community.
Yeah, they're all
For
lovely.
sure. As evidenced by all their hard work in the group builds, which have turned out incredibly.
Yeah, and there's another group
So-
builder going on, the 30-minute missions group build, which is for October. So get on that.
Get on it.
And if anyone else has anything else to plug,
By Paradise Killer.
Yeah.
nine
twice.
GameSpot, 9 IGN,
9 on
Need we
Lad
say
Bible.
more? 9 on Lad Bible. There you go.
Legends
Hell
Killed
yeah.
Paradise.
Yeah, absolute lads.
Yep.
Excellent.
I've got nothing to plug.
I've got nothing to plug. I've got fuck all to plug. Goodbye, good evening, good night. That was Gunpla Club.
Bye-bye.
Bye.